I really have to tell you, as I've thought about selling, I keep going back to her name was Myrna Medicine Horse. And I remember her walking out here, and the house was brand new, within a week of being completed. And she kept looking at the mountains and turned to us, and that's when she started with you were not the owners. I was shocked. You're damn right I was the owner. I had paid for this thing. She said, you were but the stewards of this space and place that for centuries the people and the birds and the animals have walked and lived here and grazed. And you must pass it on to others in the same way that it was passed on to you. And all of a sudden it made real sense to me that this was about place and spirit. And then, by gosh, she said, I have a name for you. And I said, what is that? And she said, Spirit of the Mountains. And that is what this is, the Spirit of the Mountains. Several decades ago, I drove up this hill. It was nothing but a pasture at that time. I looked around me and I said, I found it. I found it. This is the place. Not a site for a home, but the place that would have meaning for years to me, to my family, to our friends, to our community. This home lends itself to large gatherings as well as small, but let me talk about large gatherings for a moment. Each year we've held music parties, theme parties from rock and roll to jazz to salsa, and invited our friends, sometimes as many as 150, for an evening of entertainment. There have been small dinners on this porch with friends in which we had conversations about life and children and future. There's history here as well. There are over 300 tons of hand-cut limestone crafted in the 1880s by Swedish stonemasons. There's flooring, which came from the original Sears corporate office just at the time of the First World War. There's hand-hewn logs that came from Montana and trucked down here and assembled. How has Spirit of the Mountains impacted me over the past 25 years? I'm a changed person. And it's the things I've learned from the people who live here, from the birds that I hear every morning when I'm out here having coffee, to the animals that I see grazing. There's been a lot that I've learned and want to share and have shared with people. I think that's one of the reasons that we've had this as really thinking of as a place of entertainment, to share with others this beautiful, beautiful space.